What's up guys, Anders here with another Black Desert video. Today we're going to go over the Corsair Succession skills and see what we have to work with. Personally, I'm pretty hyped to get back to grinding some more SP and playing around with the class some more, so I'll make this as concise as possible. Expect more Corsair videos on the channel daily though. I really like the class. Now let's start with the passives. Her Succession passive, Heirloom of the Crow, gives her extended range and guard gauge negate recovery for 5 seconds, meaning your opponent will not be able to refill their guard meter as long as your landing hits. You'll notice a new debuff icon as well, a purple shield that tells you that the target is unable to recover their frontal guard meter. This allows you as a Corsair to keep pressure against an opponent that likes to sit and block, relying on their DP or gear difference to win in a fight. Now they need to be a little bit more aggressive because Corsair's kit is built around destroying someone's ability to block or use frontal guard skills. Sword Song gives Corsair 10 AP as a passive, with level 63 giving you an additional critical hit damage plus 2%, which is crazy. Captain on Deck gives you 4% overall evasion passive, which is okay, nothing compared to Strikers and Mystics, but not terrible. Her Succession passive also gives her 5 added AP and 250 HP, which is good. And Sea Lungs is a level 56 passive that allows you to move faster underwater, increases your underwater breathing by 20 seconds, and adds 1% to all your big ship stats. So that means Carrack, Galleass, Caravel, all those get 1% added stats by simply using a Corsair, though keep in mind you need to be at least level 56 on that Corsair to unlock this passive. If you were just using a bartering character under level 50, you won't be able to take advantage of this Corsair passive. Her normal attack is nothing special, though it will still proc the Succession passive guard gauge recovery negation. A Sea Prowler allows you to use a second hit for the float if you use that skill after certain other skills like the Overflow skill, so that's good. The Storming Gale skill is the F skill that has an AP plus 20 for 10-second buff, is spammable compared to the absolute version, and has greater AoE range when not used during cooldown. You can link the skill with Crashing Wave and Squall by simply holding down the key F for a lot of damage for simply holding down one key. Now, Tidal Slash is a forward guard skill that recovers a lot of HP per hit and flows into another forward guard skill called Raging Torrent that recovers even more HP per hit. Really nice looking skill overall, but you can also use Raging Torrent after other skills as well. Now, Whirlpool is a mobility attack that moves you forward and does decent damage. You can link this skill with Raging Torrent if you wish to protect yourself at the end, since Whirlpool is fully unprotected as a skill. The flow for Whirlpool adds a stun to the skill as well, so if you wanted CC on that skill, you can have it with that flow. The Storm Surge is another mobility attack skill that has a DP shred effect, so that decreases your target's defense by 15 for 10 seconds. It is a super armor while using it, and unlike the absolute version, the Succession version has a floating CC in PvP on the last hit. The flow after the storm deals more damage, recovers some HP, and has a knockdown CC on the last hit, but is unprotected. Now, Ocean Melancholy is another mobility attack skill that moves you backwards, deals some good damage, and is a forward guard ability to keep you protected while you disengage or reposition yourself. Now, Wave Pout is an evasion shred skill, meaning your target's evasion will decrease by 9% for 10 seconds and has a floating CC on hits. It flows into a skill called Tide's Kiss that can be used by itself if you place it in the hotbar. Now, Tide's Kiss has a guard gauge shred of 10%, meaning it will decrease your target's frontal guard meter by 10% no matter the AP and DP of either player. Now, Crashing Wave is a slower, unprotected skill that can be used after other skills like Storm and Gale to speed up the animation. It also has a down smash on that second hit. Now, Wave Lash is another slower skill that can be used after riding waves for a faster animation. It has a knockdown CC on their first hit. Ocean's Pearl is a forward guard ability that has a guard gauge shred effect of 10% and fairly large AoE as well. Overflow is a DP shred skill that lowers your target's defenses by 15 for 10 seconds, lowers your target's guard gauge by 10% on hit, and has a floating CC as well as a down smash, unprotected but most likely used towards the end end of a combo or a quick floating CC if needed. Now, Wipeout is a really cool skill that is super armor while using it and has some limited mobility. You also have a down smash at the end of the skill and a guard gauge of minus 10% on hits. The next 4 skills are the big bread and butter skills for Corsair, the mermaid skills. They all have grapple resistance plus 50% for 5 seconds upon using the skill and have very long animations. Now, the first one is called Jet Stream. It is a long cooldown skill that slows targets by 25% and is iframe while you're underground. On the attack, you will be in super armor. You also have massive HP recovery on hit, guard gauge shred of 20% on hit, and a vacuum effect that works in both PvE and PvP targets. Whale Song has a similar HP recovery on hit effect, guard gauge shred again of 20% on hits, which is crazy. It is also the Corsair Succession 200% skill, though honestly I'm not sure how often that one's going to be used. Now, Sea Stroll is another mermaid skill that gives you an evasion buff of 12% for 10 seconds. That's really nice, and it has a guard gauge shred of again 20% on hit. It is also a floating CC and no collision while moving, and it is also Corsair's 100% skill that will give allies 700 max HP for 20 seconds, HP recovery plus 200 every 2 seconds for 20 seconds to all allies, and slows of 40% for 5 seconds to all targets hit. Not a bad 100%. Now, Spiral Soak is the final mermaid skill that has a guard gauge shred of again 20% on hits, but also includes a no guard gauge recovery effect of 15 seconds on hit, just like the Succession version, but instead of 5 seconds, it's 15 seconds, so longer duration. It is also an iframe into super armor ability, much like the rest of the mermaid skills. Now, the Corsair Succession E buff must be quick slotted and is called Hydropower. It gives you AP plus 10, attack speed plus 15%, movement speed plus 15%, and all resistance plus 50% for 30 seconds, which is crazy. Mareca Swing is the hook ability you saw in the trailers. It looks really cool. It's a very low cooldown ability that is an iframe at the very start and frontal guard while you use it. It allows you to flow into smooth sailing, a skill that lets you glide around the point you hooked on with the Mareca Swing ability. Now, smooth sailing itself is a super armor skill that while you use it gives you 6% evasion buff for 5 seconds. You can flow into other skills like Squall and Wave Breaker while using the Mareca Swing ability as well, so you can have extra mobility or extra attack potential. Now, Squall is a quick stiffness CC skill that can flow from several other skills and has a recovery HP effect on hits as well. Wave Breaker is a skill probably used mostly for movement, though it has okay damage. You can use it after many skills. Whirling Slash is a super armor skill that has a stiffness CC on hits. The movement is fairly quick and flexible. You can go left, right, so it can prove to be a good quick catch for unsuspecting targets or just moving around a target. Now, Corsair's dash skill is called Riding Waves. It is a super armor skill that can be used every 3 seconds. You can flow into a skill called Wave Skedaddle, believe it or not. That is an iframe ability with a 4-second cooldown and allows you to move mid-dash. In Succession, you're able to use Wave Skedaddle after any Succession skill to activate it. Remember, we're missing 2 Awakening skills for Corsair, which should come when Awakening releases in 4 to 5 weeks from now. We have no hints as to what Awakening will be. Let me know what you think it's going to be in the comments down below. We're also missing 3 Rabam skills from Corsair, so keep that in mind. And that's Corsair in a nutshell. I'll get back to grinding, making more Corsair videos for you guys. I should have some PvE, some PvP stuff as well for you guys in the coming days, so stay tuned for that. And that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Let me know what you think about today's video in the comments or over on our community Discord. We're now public and accepting new members, so follow that link, react to the comments to get your member role, and say hello. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon to get notified when I upload my next video. Remember, bell is good. As always, guys, thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.